I'm actually quite prepared to fight your grandma and say that my gingerbread recipe is better than hers. Just saying. Just saying. I've tweaked it so much over the years that this year I was able to make over 200 cookies for various Christmas breakups, parties, and gift boxes that I give away every Christmas. And I wasn't mad at myself about it because this recipe is piss easy. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I think the biggest thing is not overthinking it as well. Like, people go to all this effort to make it harder than it needs to be. I will say that I am very specific when I measure out my flour and my sugar and my butter and that sort of stuff. But if you're measuring the spices that you're putting into gingerbread cookies, there's something wrong with you. That's sociopathic behaviour. I'm telling you right now. Measure with your heart, make it taste the way you want it to taste. More ginger if you like ginger, less if you don't. Pretty simple. Gingerbread really isn't scary. It does take a little bit of time though. I think the most fiddly bit is when you've got to knead it out on the floured surface first, and then you've got to lay it flat and put it in the fridge for half an hour. But that half an hour while your dough is setting is a great time to clean up so that you can make mess later. Like, you're actually giving yourself a forced break to clean the kitchen. It's great. Now, I also have just about every baking and kitchen gadget imaginable, so I cheat when it comes to rolling out my dough. I never stuff it up because this bloody rolling pin that I bought years ago, can't remember where from, sorry, actually just measured the dough for me, so I always get a perfect 6mm dough when it comes to my cookies. Now, obviously, the number of cookies that you're going to get out of a batch depends on how big your cookie cutters are. Big cookie cutters, less cookies. Smaller cookie cutters, more cookies. It's pretty simple maths, bro. Now, I don't even think this is a hot take. This is lukewarm at best, but we don't need to be making royal icing. I just melt white chocolate and I dip those bad boys into the white chocolate, and look at that. Look at that. My cookies are iced. And if you want to get really fancy, dip those cookies into some sprinkles and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, she made rainbow cookies. Look at all the effort she went to. How much effort was that, really? Look at that. You thinking that's effort? That's not effort. And you just saved yourself a whole bunch of time piping and getting a cramp in your hands. You're welcome. Now, before you get mad, I put the recipe in the caption so that you can screenshot it and forget about it later. Bye.